Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We are going to be talking about Nikocado and Hungry Fat Chick. They actually uploaded another video to Candy's channel that I think they talk about a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to talk about and kind of the future and Nick's plans. I think that's really interesting, you know, as he kind of disappeared, lost all this weight, and then I've been curious as to what are his plans on YouTube going forward. Is he planning on keeping this weight off? Is he okay with maybe gaining some of the weight back because he's continuing to do these mukbangs, right? These are things that are interesting because we've seen a lot of people want to do these mukbangs and try to lose weight while they're doing it. It's very difficult. So I would be very curious, as someone that Nick himself has said that he's struggled with his weight in his past before he was on YouTube, right? It would obviously be very difficult to keep that weight off while doing these mukbangs where you're eating a lot of food. And so we're going to be talking about this video that he just did with Candy or Hungry Fat Chick. It says Rolling Smoke Barbecue Nikocado Avocado Mukbang Eating Show. We're not going to watch this entire thing because it's about 40 minutes, but we do have a supercut that Rachel put together that we're going to be going over. That's just a little bit more condensed, but it goes over the things that I think are important in this video. A little bit of context, I'm pretty sure that Nick is just kind of staying in Vegas for a little bit. I know that Candy lives there, so I'm assuming he went there to visit her and film these videos, which again, I do think is pretty cool because I've always said I like Candy and I'm glad that these videos are doing well for her because that means it's more money in her pocket. I know people have a problem with me saying that, but it is what it is. You can hate me for it. But that's kind of why he's there. And I think they do say that they're going to film a video that's going to be on Nick's channel as well. So I'm curious to see how that is. If that's already out when this video comes out, I'm sorry, I did not see it. But that's kind of the context. Let's get into the video.
Hey y'all. Today I am back again with my good friend and my mukbang son, Nikocado Avocado. And we're about to have us some barbecue.
I'm very excited.
Oh my goodness, it smells so good, y'all. We're gonna be little piggies today. That's what we're gonna do.
That's both of us.
We're gonna be
both little piggies here.
Yeah. I'm about to fatten this man right back up. Yes, indeed.
That's the goal. I also.
So again, right there, right? That's the goal. Again, it's like we don't know what the plan is and what he is expecting going forward. So like if he is just fine with gaining a ton of weight back, that's very interesting to me because regardless of how, you know, we talked about the whole 2 steps ahead thing and how he lost the weight, regardless of if he lost the weight without using, you know, injections or if he did use those things, it's still a lot of work and it's still difficult, right? It's not like these, you know, Ozempics, GLP-1 medications. I really don't think he got a weight loss surgery. I mean, obviously anything is possible, but even if he is using these GLP-1 medications, it's not like you inject yourself and then all of a sudden, bam, everything's fine, you're good, and you just lose weight and it melts off your body, right? It takes willpower, effort, and determination to do that, right? And so it would be very interesting if he went through that for however long it was, if it was a year, 2 years, you know, whatever. The timeline is a little, no one really knows exactly. But to go through all of that, to just come back on YouTube and be like, yeah, I'm just going to gain the weight again. That is, if that's what his plan is, that to me is like, that's gnarly. You know what I mean? Because regardless of whether or not you think that this was really that crazy of a plan, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, I don't even think that's that big of a deal. When you get that size, like Nick, I guarantee has loose skin. And like I've seen in some of the videos that I've watched, and you can kind of see it here, like you can see it a little bit in his arm right there. That's a little bit of loose skin in my opinion. That's probably what that is. And so like loose skin is something that you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life unless you decide to get a weight loss or a loose skin surgery to get rid of it, right? That's just a fact. And so to then gain the weight again, to, I'm assuming, to maybe lose it, you're only going to have more loose skin, and that is something that is going to follow you for the rest of your life. So if that is his plan, I mean, I am curious. I imagine he has thought of that, and he knows that that is something that is possible. And so I think that that's one of those things that it's like, what is the end goal here? And I don't think anyone truly knows it, right? And maybe Nick doesn't even truly know it yet, right? Maybe he just thought about coming back to YouTube and then seeing what would happen from there. I don't know.
I want to say to the amount of people that watched our collab on our channel last and said this must be pre-recorded.
Yeah, no.
They're playing with us. Today's date is September 11th.
Is it the 10th or the 11th?
2024.
It's the 10th. It's Tuesday, September 10th.
But you're putting this out probably in a week or so.
It's probably gonna go up Saturday.
Well, there you go.
Now you're happy.
Very happy.
I really, really doubt that, like, the people that think it's like anything more than what we have seen as far as like him, it actually was pre-recorded and he recorded this like years and years and years ago, but like I don't believe that is true. But he's also kind of been talking about this on his TikTok, which we'll go over right now. This is his second, or I don't even, probably, I'm sure he has multiple TikToks, but this is one of his TikTok accounts. It's called Skinny Nicholas Perry. And in this, on this page, he has just like a bunch of kind of really random videos, him kind of acting strange. And then, you know, there's this one where it's like, oh, this is AI, right? And so
I'm not AI. I am real. I'm not a clone. It's kind of crazy how many people are saying I'm AI.
So at the start of this video too, you can see, again, I'm not doing this as like a way to, I'm not trying to shame. I have loose skin too, but like you can see right here, right under his chin, that's a very common place for people to get loose skin. And I even have it, like if I were to, I feel like you can't really tell like straight on, but in certain ways that I turn, you can kind of notice it a little bit more, but that's regardless of the point. But it's just, I think that this is real, is what I'm trying to say here. And I feel one of the more interesting TikToks is this one right here, right? Where he has his shirt off. And
I am not AI. I am not a clone. I am a real person. And it's me. I am not.
So again, now he's actually showing his chest, which I think more people are confused because it doesn't look like he has a ton of loose skin on his chest. But again, from someone that has seen a lot of, it sounds weird, but a lot of loose skin, I think that he does have a bit. But when he was at his largest, yes, he had some fat in his chest area, but he carried a lot of his weight in his stomach, lower, you know, like his lower back area, that kind of area. That's where he carried a lot of his weight. So that's where most of his loose skin would be, I would assume, right? And so I think that this might be intentional framing of just showing the chest where the loose skin isn't as bad. There are definitely ways that I could frame myself, especially if I did like, if I framed it from like here, right? The line of this 2 on the top, like you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that I would have loose skin, but if I went down, it's a lot more obvious, right? So I think that that's intentionally kind of not showing the full picture because again, I think that regardless, like not everyone is super comfortable showing their loose skin, so I can understand why maybe he wouldn't want to show that.
Happy.
I was gonna still losing stuff.
So he just dropped a sausage on the ground.
Dang.
5-second rule. I cleaned the floors yesterday.
You sure did.
I mopped right
scrubbed the hell out of my floors.
And you probably didn't even walk over here yet.
No, I haven't.
No. Long hair don't care, even though there's no more hair. Those sausages. Please comment down below if me and Candy ate this way forever.
This is all we ever ate from now on is barbecue.
I was gonna say, would it get old? But if you think about it, 90% of my videos are noodles, and they never got old.
Right.
The same, they all come back, millions of clicks.
So again, interesting, right? Like, so it feels like he's kind of saying that the plan is to continue eating this way, right? On camera for YouTube videos.
I think people don't mind the same old food.
Sometimes, yeah.
I actually rarely got comments like, oh, another noodle video, do something. Like, actually, people are like, they love the noodles.
I think people, for me, complain the most when I'm eating like the same old fast food places over and over again. But if they didn't get clicks, I wouldn't do it. I prefer stuff like this.
Yeah, something that Candy has dealt with a lot is she's tried, you know, healthier options. I'm not saying that this is healthier, but in the past she's tried like healthier options, but those videos just don't do as well, right? If you have like McDonald's in the thumbnail or whatever fast food place you can think of, right? The bags in the thumbnail with the logos, that just does better on YouTube, right? More people are going to click on that video.
So, how are you feeling?
Perfect.
You full? Fat and happy?
Getting fat.
Getting fat.
Yeah, but
Getting fatter, right? Again, like what we said earlier, right? Is that the plan? Is that kind of what is he is expecting to happen, right?
very happy.
Very happy.
Very happy.
Okay. Well, I reckon we'll go ahead and call it. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in and checking out our mukbangs together. We're going to be appearing on Nick's channel, and y'all go check that out.
Yes,
and,
ma'am.
Oh my God. Thank you again for coming and hanging out with me.
Of course, you're very welcome. I love being here.
I love you.
I love you too.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Mwah. Bye now.
Bye, everyone.
So, and then they kind of share a little bit of behind the scenes, you know, where they had said bye to the camera, but obviously Candy is still recording, and they kind of post this, like, you know, behind the scenes blooper reel kind of thing, which I thought is interesting, right?
This was so good.
Oh my God, it was so good.
We eat the best food together.
Oh, that was so good. I'm glad I settled on barbecue. The video's over and I'm nibbling.
It's better than, well, yeah. We could put this on the bloopers. Hey, Candy, people who just stay around for the bloopers. She said she was full. Well, yeah, this is what's really going on. I'm like, I cleaned all of my bones. My bones are licked and sucked, and hers are full of veins. She's like, I'm full. Bye.
I think that's interesting because I seeing that, I think like with Candy, it's the eating on camera does probably feel like work for her, and she's said that many times. So she likes to be able to end the video. This is just my opinion. End the video and then actually probably enjoy the food a lot more, right? I'm not saying that's right or wrong, or I'm not even saying if that's true, but that's the way I kind of see it, right? To eat more after you say you're done. And then I'm obviously, I think a lot of us that have been bigger can relate to that. Oh yeah, I'll save this for later when I get home. And then literally right when you get home, you finish the rest of it while you're alone and you don't have other people watching you. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of that kind of going on as well.
Oh my goodness.
You're a grazer. You take your time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm my belly is full, but my mouth is like, give me more, give me more.
It's common for women. They might want more food. They just can't pack it in at once.
Right.
I have a lot of friends that they'll eat a lot, but they'll. I think of one girl in particular, should spread it out. I know I dropped my rolls on the floor. Maybe it's a symbolic thing. They dropped my rolls. They're gone.
Dropped the rolls.
Dropped all the rolls. Oh no.
It's just, this was like...
It was very good. That was very, very good.
Stop it.
I love combining.
I have to like yell, stop eating!
Why do you have to stop eating?
Because I'm full.
Listen to your oh, you are full. Oh, because it's in front of you.
It's in front now.
I'll take it away. Bye.
Yeah, and so I think that, like, I think there, a lot of people can kind of relate to that feeling, and then especially with Candy in the situation she's in, right? The amount of food that she orders, it's like more than she knows that she can probably finish, but because it's for a video, she wants to order as much as possible because, again, at the end of the day, especially with mukbangs, right, the more food that you have in the thumbnail, the more that it shows that you're eating, the more people are going to want to click on that video. If you're just showing like a very regular, very, you know, normal, not over the top meal, not as many people are going to click on it. And so that's a big reason why I say like doing mukbangs and trying to do that while also losing weight is going to be really difficult. And then especially for someone like Candy who has struggled with her relationship with food over a very, very long time now, right? And the last thing I wanted to share was I just thought it was interesting. I went and I clicked on this video. It says, watch Nikocado and I from our very first mukbang together 7 years ago. So I clicked on that video and it shows it's this one right here, which is just crazy seeing how different they both look. And right, so this was uploaded 7 years ago. So it was uploaded May 14th, 2017. So this is when Nick was, you know, still relatively new to YouTube, and things were just different. I don't know. It's just very interesting to see both of them, you know, so many years ago. And I mean, it does show that they have been friends for a pretty good amount of time now as well. As far as the whole Nick thing, I think that it is obviously very interesting. We've talked about it a couple times, but I think that the thing that is most interesting to me, I feel like is the thing that not many people are talking about, and is the question is, where do we go from here? And I really don't know what that answer is. I will be very curious, and I'll definitely be keeping my eye out, and I'll probably make videos about it because this whole thing has been incredibly interesting to me. But like, where do we go from here, right? We did that video, you lost all the weight, you were gone from the internet for a long time, and now you're back. What's the plan now? Is it just to continue doing the things that you were doing before? is there going to be repercussions? Is he gonna come out and say like, hey, I'm gonna get loose skin surgery and I'm gonna document that, right? Who knows? I am very, very curious as to what is going to go on. Or is it just going to be back to the same old thing that he was doing before? I don't know. But I would love to know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. If you made it to the end of the video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a sub. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, it really does help a lot. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.